Hi everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw arc. Okay, so let's start out with a quick sketch of how I'm going to want it. I gotta leave a little bit of room for that crown, right? And I think I'm gonna do the the wings, but you know what? Let's see how far we get because I don't want to go too far, and then we're drawing for hours, which as fun as that would be for me, I know you're not here to draw for hours, right? Okay, so let's make sure I got enough room here. It's not too low, it's not too high. That should work. Let's see, I want this lower, that higher. And room for that. And we'll see if we got time for the wings. Okay, so let's draw some eyes real quick. A little nose. And this is just sketching just to make sure I got everything in the right places. And okay, so it's a lot of detail, so I think we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to switch over to the Sharpies. I'm going to start with a thinner Sharpie, the Sharpie pen, so I can get a little bit more detail. Then I'll switch over to the fine point Sharpie, which is a lot bigger. So let's go ahead and do some eyes for her real quick. Let's see, we're going to do like this and like that to make sure I got the top of the brows right. Then I'm going to come in like this, go down like that, and her hair is going to be hidden right there, so I'm not going too far there. And go ahead and give her some pupils like that, and eyebrows. And again, I know where that hair is going to stop, so I'm not going to continue drawing. I'm just going to stop it right there, because that's where the hair is going to be. So let's give her a little bit of a smile, and then we can build from there. So I'm going to draw the bottom lip, then the top lip like that. And that should be good enough for that detail. And I think I'm going to switch over to the bigger Sharpie now, because that's the fine detail I wanted to get. So now, let's do this. So we're going to work on her hair. I know where that's going to start, so it's going to come down like this, and go over that eye just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the top of her hair like that, because I know where it's going to be. Then I'm going to bring it down and do like that. And then I'm going to do the other side too real quick, just so I know where that's going to be. And let's draw the inside like that real fast. Just like we did there, we'll do the inside of that one. And I'm going to go ahead and draw her chin, so I know where that's going to be. And let's draw the top of her hair. So there's a little bit of a hair part right there, so I'm going to come up and down, because she has kind of a bump, and down, and then connect it down here like that. And then I'll come back with a finer detail and add something there too. Let's see, so let's go ahead and draw, not from this part right here, but from back here is where this one's going to be. So there is going to be a line from this part like that. I'll go ahead and do that, but I'm going to do one more like that, just to give it its own style, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and draw her neck coming down like this, because she has a bit of a collar on, and it kind of goes like this. And there's smaller diamonds in there too, but I'm not going to worry about those details yet. I'm just going to go ahead and keep drawing. I'm going to draw her shoulders like that. And then I'm going to, before I keep going, I'm going to draw the rest of her clothes for the body shape there. And so this one's going to come around like this. And then this one is the same thing. It's going to come around like that. And then in a little bit like that. And then out. And follow to that edge right there. So now I can go ahead. Let's go ahead and do the other side too. So let's do like this. Follow that hip a little bit and come out to the edge right there. And since we're here, let's go ahead and finish this up. I'm going to bring this, that point and that point. I'm going to make them the edge the same. So now that I know where they are, I'm going to connect it like that. I'm going to connect it like that. And for style, I'm just going to bring this one in just a little bit more, and that's going to be the middle point of this one. So now I'm going to go up like that and follow it back down to that line right there. Do the same thing here. I'm going to go up, do a little material crease line like that, and follow it down to there. And so now we know the insides, or we can do the insides of her legs right there now that we know where that's going to be. So let's go ahead and add some more detail. So let's draw the rest of her arm. I know her elbow is going to be right there, so I'm going to follow this down to about like that. Draw the rest of her elbow. Now I'm going to draw her forearm down to here. And she has a big wrist gauntlet thing, so we'll go ahead and just kind of draw that in. So we'll know where we're going to stop. And then I can bring this back up to there. So now let's draw her hand, and we're going to do an easy fist like we always do. So I'm going to come down here like this, bring it in, make a T. I'm going to come down like this, over and up, and we'll finish it like that. And so she has some detail over here. We'll come back and add that detail in a second, but I know that she's got that gauntlet on that arm, and she has a big shoulder pad over here, so let's go ahead and draw that in. So we're going to come up to here, down a little bit, and then out like that. And then this one's going to go almost the same thing, but it's going to come down to here because it's a two-step gauntlet, or two-step shoulder piece. Going to go up like that, and this one is going to go ahead and connect to that, and then this one's going to come down and connect like that, and that's that shoulder piece. So that covers a lot of her shoulders, so we don't have to worry about too much more here, but let's draw the arm. And so we're going to draw the arm band out to there that you can see, just like over here on that side. And now let's draw the rest of her arm. So her arm comes down like this, but again, there's another huge wrist piece that she has, so we'll go ahead and start with that here. This is the first piece I want to draw like this because it's in front of this piece, which is kind of like that. And then I can go ahead and draw her other hand, her other fist, and do that T, and there you go. That covers the hand there. So let's go ahead and draw her legs. And again, we'll come back for detail in a second because you can see I even missed that part right there, but we're going to worry about that later. We're going to finish this up. So let's draw her legs, and we know pretty much where they are right here, so we got to get at least to the knees. So let's draw, I would say about right there is where her leg's going to come through, and it's going to disappear behind that material right there. So if we're imagining this, it's going to come out like that. If we're imagining this, it's going to come out like that. And that's where the knee is going to be. So let's draw her, well, let's go ahead and do the other leg too. Let's just bring it down, just the same thing, so we know where that's going to be. So let's draw her elaborate boots. And it kind of has a little tricky thing here. I'm going to do this first. I'm going to come in and go up and go out like that. And then same thing, I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to go down, go up, and up like that. And that's just for the detail of the shin guard, because that's the most closest part to you. So I'm bringing that to the front. So now I'm going to draw it up like that, and that's the other side. Here, same thing. So we're going to draw that first little point like that right there, but it's from the side view. So we're going to go up and up, and that'll be pretty much what that was. So now we can draw the rest of it too. So we're going to draw just like that. That's up there. And so now we're going to draw the rest of her leg. This has a little thing that comes out like that, and this one does too, but it's kind of, you can't see it as well, so we're gonna just kind of do like that, and that'll take care of what that is too. Okay, so let's draw the rest of her leg like that. And it's going to come out just a hair, then zoom back in like that, and the other side now. Let's go ahead and do that too. So we're going to come out like this, bring it in, and do that little same kind of flaring at the bottom, and that'll take care of the style of the shoe that she has there, and we'll add the detail in a second. So let's draw the rest of her foot. So I'm going to come down like this and point. Same thing, I'm going to come down like this because this one's pointed straight at you. And so I'm going to do the toes like that. Then I'm going to come in because she's got kind of a heel, down and up. And this one you can't see as much because it's pointed right at you. Doesn't look perfect, but hey, that's close enough, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and draw those wings. Let's add those in, right? I'm going to start about right here and just kind of go up and down like this and bring it in. I'll show you why in a second. Then I'm going to do a few more little wing looking things here like that. Kind of look little U's. And then do a bunch like that. That's going to connect there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add long ones like that. I'm going to come in, do more long ones like that, and I'm kind of following an arc like this. And do another long one like that, another like that, and another like that. And that'll take care of that wing. And this one, because it's the same thing, we're just going to kind of fake it like it is out like that, because of the angle that you're looking at. Okay, do a couple of those things like we did. Okay, so now I'm going to switch back over to the Sharpie, or the Sharp Sharpie, just to get a little bit more detail on it real quick. And before I forget anything, I'm going to draw the crown at the top here. So I'm going to go straight across. Her head's kind of at an angle, so I kind of have it sideways like that. I'm going to go up a little, and there is a diamond at the top, so we got to make sure that we come in, go down a little bit, come over like that, and then draw this little floating diamond. And there is a backside, so if you want to go ahead and draw like that, that'll cover that angle there too. So you know what, I'm going to give her a little bit of makeup here. I'm going to draw like a darker cat eye like that, and that'll take care of this. So I'm going to draw a couple more lines like this for the hair, just to kind of give it that style and technique, like that. Let's do one more like that, and that'll be good there. So let's go ahead and connect the parts that are missing. I'm going to connect that there. And she has a little bit of detail in here, so I'm going to follow this line and keep doing the same thing for two more. And that'll take care of that detail. And then she has diamonds on the side here that you can't really see because it's sideways, but they also get smaller like that. And then there's also detailing through here, so we're just going to follow this line. And again, there's more detail there. It looks like pixelated arrows. And again, more diamonds. Let's do a little bit of detail for this. I'm going to follow along there for an edge, a little border. Same thing like that. One more. And then in here, it's got these little style details that it makes it unique. So let's see. Let's also do. There's kind of a detail to that we want to add in too. So And here I'm going to draw this little elaborate styled handpiece. Don't have to go too crazy with the details, but since we're here, we'll go ahead and add a few. And last few things is we'll add some a few little details in the boots. I'm going to follow this line around like that, and then I'm going to bring it back around and kind of do that, and that'll take care of some extra cool little detail. So same thing here, and come down, make it look elaborate, right? And let's see, we'll do something like that for her boot, something like that for that boot, and we're going to do 2 more lines here, then we should be finished, because this bracelet has a detail in the center like that. And that is art. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.